Morning, everybody. It's Rexanna. Well, I am out here in my greenhouse, and it's kind of a cool morning. I don't know if you can tell just by looking on each side of me. It's kind of an overcast morning. It's cloudy with a little bit of dew in the air, but I thought, it's kind of one of my favorite times where we're supposed to be expecting some rain tonight, but the birds are real happy. I'm real happy because I don't have to get out here and do a lot of watering. We got a irrigation, kind of between a drip and like the regular tape system, but we haven't got it put in yet, so I'm still having to do a lot of hand watering, which is very exhausting. Time consuming, really, not exhausting. But yeah, I just kind of thought, this would be a great day for me to come out and kind of do my May tour of the garden. And a lot has gone on. My plants, we've gotten a lot of rain and they've just kind of gone crazy. I thought I'd start here in the greenhouse. There's not a lot going on here in the greenhouse. We're already reaching the temperatures of 100. And so I kind of moved a lot out into the ground, and I filled up all of my raised beds. So yeah, we can get started here real quickly. And I'll talk to you about what is about to happen and what I haven't got done yet. I've been busy. And some things that are going to happen here. I'll say one thing real quick that's on my mind. The community tab, I noticed that a lot of you guys, maybe you don't know where the community tab, I post a lot of stuff in the community tab. And if you go to the very top, I don't know if you're watching it on your TV or if you're watching it on your iPhone. If you go to the very top where it talks about the about, it talks about the profile, I think it talks about, what else does it say up there? I had it in my mind and I forgot. It'll talk about videos, it'll say videos, and it'll talk about playlists. If you'll go up there and scroll over to the very side, I think it's on your left hand side, it'll say community. I will say stuff, that's where I've got like my prayer on Thursdays, and I'll tell you what's coming up, what I maybe have something scheduled for the channel, and then if I'm going to do a class or if I'm going to do like a scheduled prayer or something like that. This Thursdays, I was going to start doing some scheduled prayer, and I was going to do it on Thursdays, and then I changed the time. Well, I just got a job, an outside job, and it's really a good thing. And I've postponed all the prayers on Thursdays. And the reason I did that is because I kind of wanted to get my schedule done. So any of y'all that thought about when I changed the time on the prayer, please forgive me, because I just kind of wanted to get my schedule, and then when I come back to do the prayers on Thursdays, I will post it there in the community post. And like I've been thinking about putting some recipes there as well. So yeah, y'all look for the community post. I don't think they stay on there more than 24 hours. I may be able to get them to stay. I'm new to the community post, so I'm trying to get, they're adding new features to the community post as well. So I learned how to do pictures, and I'm learning how to do where you can stay on there longer than 24 hours. So if you guys, when you get on there, if you'll put a like, or even, hey, we got it, thank you, or whatever. But if you give me a thumbs up, that way I know you guys are at least reading it, and I'll continue to post more things there. But yes, things are kind of changing here behind the scenes, and by me letting you guys know what's going on, and if you like it, that way I know you're reading it. If you're not able to find it, I wish you could say something in the comments of one of my videos. Where's the community post or something? It doesn't matter which video you post it, but at least if you say that, I'll be able to make a video and show you where the community post is. But for now, let's go ahead and show the garden and what's going on in the garden, okay? Okay, so right here is the bed that's inside of the greenhouse. And I bought me a little cooler to keep my lettuce from wilting so bad. And remember, this was just barely coming up last month. And some of this is really mature, and this was just barely coming up. This is just a different variety, and it is really coming up. And I don't have any more radishes. This here, you couldn't even see this coming up. This is a sorrel. These are just two varieties of lettuces. This is sorrel. I think I have two little baby radishes there. I'm going to be planting. I'm not sure yet. I've just kind of got that sitting over there. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, all this right here is sorrel. I thought I had planted more, but apparently that's all that came up. Now, I have nothing over here. I just cleaned all my tables off. This is just empty, all that. I do have over there in the corner, I have some wild flowers. I have some coneflower, spearmint, lavender, more spearmint. This was all full of seeds. This is going out into the tomato. This is dill. This is basil. And that over there is, oh, I forget the name of it. It is, it's an edible flower. I forget the name of it. Nasturtium? Yeah, nasturtium. This is tomatoes, lavender. This is St. John's wort, and that is echinacea. And all of these right here, I believe, are okra. Yeah, I have to get these. And I have these little baby mushrooms, fungus. This is coneflower, sage, and this right here is the one I forgot. I've got to figure out what that is. And this here is Roma tomatoes, jalapeno, and this here is more sage, borage, jalapeno peppers. And this here, I still got two of these. I've got a plant. Need to get that out of water, actually. My green beans, I've been unsuccessful with getting my green beans to come up. I have one green bean over there, and then that is Tulsi. So we'll go out here and we will, this raised bed is the one that has just gone wild. I've got zucchini, this is zucchini right here. These are my carrots. I've got several, actually, if you look here, I've got a row of carrots there. And I've got my Tulsi over there, green onions. I've got some weeds as well. And I've got yellow neck squash. I've got, like I said, green onions. I've got all kinds of stuff growing over here. My peppermint. I come out and get peppermint every night. And then my lemon balm is hiding underneath there. But I've got calendula. I've also got some butternut. I just took the top off of here, the butternut lettuce, and that's St. John's wort, and then calendula. Got some more bib lettuce over there. But this over here is a locker. I painted it. I don't remember if it was in my last video. That's the reason I'm telling you. This is stevia, but I painted some flowers, and this made this a green a raised bed. This is Tulsi. This, I hate these weeds that have just been, every day I come out and pick weeds. Anyway, this is the St. John's wort. This is calendula. It's just been going crazy. And this is my little English lavender. That's weeds. I haven't got anything planted over there. And that's thyme. That's thyme. And yeah, just those were my, I don't know if you guys remember, those were my little kitchen herbs. They all died but the basil, and the basil's looking terrible. I hate that, but sometimes that's what happens. I think it got too cold. And this is my German chamomile and all of the different varieties of my cucumbers. And I'm going to be trellising them. I got some of those little tomato clear hooks that I'll hook them onto here, and they'll trellis up this cattle panel. And those are my husband's wildflowers. Yes. And so we walk over here, and I've got lots and lots of, I got beefsteak tomatoes. They're all right here, beefsteak tomatoes. I got a mucho hot. I got some dill right there. That's my dill. And then this is a mucho hot jalapeno. I've got mixed in here, all those are cherry tomatoes over there. All those are cherry tomatoes. I've got just regular jalapenos over there. And then all here are Roma tomatoes. I can't remember which one are the, I think all through here are Roma. I don't have a lot of beefsteak. I only have, I think, like 6 or 7 beefsteak. I got a lot of cherry and a lot of, I think here and here are all my Roma. They're the pasty Roma. And then all that over there are all my cherry. I love cherry. And then all of this up here, all that right there are, I have 2 different varieties of my, I got the crimson sweet on the watermelon. And then of course all those over there are waiting to go in the ground over yonder, and they are my blueberries, which have not produced anything yet. And then I have my little baby roses over here, and it's waiting to be moved to the front. I say I'm going to move it to the front. It's just so, I love this little plant. It was so tiny. It was in a little coffee cup, and it was so sweet. And then I decided to plant it in here when we were at our other house, and I had little pansies all around here. And then I had another flower in there, and it lived forever when we moved here. And then of course I haven't got anything in there yet because I'm gonna move it, but I don't know, I may decide to. What I was gonna say, over here we've got a couple of things up there, but I haven't got that. We finally got our tree all cut, and it's blooming. It's looking beautiful. All that stuff over there is my husband's. He's got, we're gonna get us a swing. I haven't got that all done. That's the Tower of Power. I'm gonna have it up right here. But I got my, these 2 right here. That's mullein, growing crazy. Several plants of mullein. And I just threw seeds in each one of those. That's marshmallow. And they're gonna go over here on the side of my house where my, and I'm not gonna walk over through that gate because my dog. But all these are buckets of raspberries and then blackberries. And they'll go in the ground somewhere. I don't know if I'm gonna put them up against the fence. I don't know if I'm gonna put them, I don't know where I'm gonna put them yet. Actually, is my dilemma. I just don't know. But anyway, these here are going to go on the side over here because the soil type is kind of sandy, and they do really good at sandy soil. So anyway, that's what I'm probably going to be doing today if it doesn't start raining on me, because it acts like it's fixing to start raining. Okay, so right now I'm going back in the greenhouse because I think it's starting to sprinkle, and that's okay. Because like I said, I came in the greenhouse to begin with because I thought to myself, you know, I'm not sure, but I think it is, if you look, sorry, I'm gonna put this down. It is really like overcast, and it's not gonna hurt my feelings if it starts raining before tonight. The whole reason I wanted to, my husband's out there in the front yard and he's mowing the grass because he was like, I think it's gonna start raining. I'm like, I think it's gonna start raining too. We give the forecasters way too much credit, you know, it's gonna rain at such and such time. Well, no, go outside and check and see for yourself. But anyway, I'm just loving all this rain that we've been getting because it really does do our gardens a lot of good. Sometimes I wish I had a little vent in here because I do have to come and water inside the greenhouse, but that's okay. But that's why I think I've taken as much stuff out of the greenhouse and planted it in the ground. And we've done some soil testing, so the soil is in really good shape right now, and I'm extremely happy about that. But anyhow, I just wanted to jump on here and show you how everything is really coming along. It'll be a little bit longer, my lettuce. You know, I'm gonna do a video where I show you how to stake off the tomatoes, and I got those little clips, and we'll be clipping that and showing you how to do that. If you're a beginner gardener, if you're experienced, you probably have your own ideas, but things are really coming along. Things are really, I mean, for us anyway, I mean, some people, I'm trying to sell my Roma tomatoes here. I've got way too many. I started out, I think, with like 97, and that's way too many for us. I mean, if I want to can them, I'll probably have enough to get through the winter, and I may end up having to plant these. I didn't think I would have enough room, but I do think I'll have enough room now. And then we still have to till up that one area, and I do still have to plant my okra. My okra is waiting to go in the ground, and I do still have some. I have that one area over there to get the rest of my herbs in. And you know, I could plant so much more, but I'm just going to take it easy this year and call it done. And then I'm going to try to see what I want to plant for the fall. I'm going to try to plant a little bit more in the fall. I've never really tried to plant anything for the fall, and now that I have a greenhouse, that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to plant something in the fall. I've got a couple of people, and I've got some books coming actually that's going to help me plant throughout the fall, and I've got some ideas. So hopefully I'll be doing some videos throughout the fall. That's my plan. And yeah, you know, I think it's really important in this day and time that we live in. I've been looking at some things online, and I don't want to be a fearmonger. I don't want to scare anybody away, but it just doesn't look like our food system, and I'm talking about not like food going away or anything like that, but I just see like them putting chemicals in our food, and I don't really want to eat that stuff. And then not only that, but just the other stuff is like, you know, it's been for the past 80 years, the not having enough nutrition in our food. It's like we're eating the food, but they're not, our soil doesn't have the proper nutrients in our soil. So our soil has been depleted for many, many years. So that's why we have to, when I come out here and I'm watering, I'm not just watering and then food appears. I mean, it's not how it works. You have to fertilize your food. And then what kind of fertilizers do you use? And so I'm very conscientious. I don't use any synthetic fertilizers. I use completely all organic. And then you got to know, you know, do you use chicken, or do you use rabbit, or do you use what kind of organic fertilizers, you know? And I'll tell you right now, and I'll grab it real quick and I'll show you. I use Dr. Earth, and I use this for my tomatoes and for my herbs, and on the back it gives you the ratio, and it's got the nitrogen, the phosphorate, the calcium, and then in between I use the fish fertilizer, you know. And I'll tell you another really good one, and this one is quickly becoming my favorite, and that's Fox Farm. I like their soil. I like their different bags. If you go online and look up Fox Farm organic gardening, and just read, this is liquid plant, it's concentrate, so it's got worm castings in it, and worm castings is so important. You know, you have to learn a lot when you're doing your gardening. At first it becomes all about the dirt, you know, the dirt, you know, and so you kind of get in your brain, you know, where can I plant, you know, do I have enough room? And really it's not all about the room. It's just, if you can just get a container and get your dirt and then get a few seeds. That's where I started. But then my dad kept saying, you know, the foundation to any garden is your soil. And that is so true. Getting your soil right. And then a lot of people say, you know, I want to get bigger. I want to get bigger. I want to get bigger. But the bigger you get, the more work is involved. So that's what you always got to realize. But if you can just get a little area and start planting some seed, but make sure your dirt is right, because if your dirt is not right, or if your soil, I say soil, you can plant all day long and you're not going to have anything. So I mean, one area on one side was great, just go a few feet over and it's just full of rocks. So it was really hard, and it's going to be hard to work all those little bitty tiny pebbles out. But the soil is good, just getting all those rocks out. And so, and then we have what's called bindweed. Bindweed is horrible. It's so horrible. So anyway, I mean, you got to take the good, the bad, and the ugly, is what I call it. And you got to just stay positive, and you got to work the land. And that's why I like using raised beds, because you can always get some food out of a raised bed. It's a little bit of work getting it started, but in the end, you're going to have something right away while you're working on your other flat land, your you know, non-raised beds. And I'll have a great tomato. I'm not sure about my watermelon. I'm being real positive and hopeful about my watermelon, but you can pretty much grow watermelon anywhere, I think. I'm not sure. This is my first year, but from what I've studied and what I've heard, I've done everything, but I'm hopeful, and we'll see. You know, just like the first time I grew cabbage, and just like the first time I grew tomatoes, you know, you do a little bit of homework, and then you get your soil right, and then you plant, and then you see, you know, there's only one way to find out. So I hear people say, you know, it's too much trouble. And I'm like, that's just not me. That's just not me. So anyway, you guys leave me a comment and let me know. I always want to hear what you're growing, or if you're just not gonna grow anything this year, or if you're just doing container gardening. Container gardening is a great way to start. And then if you're experienced, let me know where you are in the United States, and let me know like exactly you know, what zone. I'm in zone 7B, and so I'm here in Texas, and So that's why I have some Roma tomatoes that are like this. I do use the Zolo cups. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, don't use those." Well, I use all kinds of things. So don't hate on me, you know. But anyway, it gives the tomatoes a great way to, you know, do the roots, and that's why I love using Solo cups, because it's just a great way to get them started. And but I start them out in just like I started these out. You know, these are long and leggy, but they're strong. They have a good root system. That's why I need to get these out. But I mean, they're here in the greenhouse, and I'll get these out. I'm waiting for them to kind of dry, and then everything's kind of waterlogged in here. And these are sweet, these are non-sweet, and I've also got some chocolate peppers. Ooh, those are going to be good, I think. So anyhow, I grew all those from seed, and I'm just kind of waiting, and probably I think the ground will be, if it don't rain today, probably in the next week or so, I'll be planting those. But yeah, you just kind of got to wait on the weather, and everything will be good, you know. So you guys remember to share my videos. Please share my videos. I always tell people to like it. Please like my videos, you guys. I ask you guys to like it and like it and like it and like it, and you guys don't like it. So I know you watch it, so I'm asking you, please like my videos, you guys, and it helps to generate my videos, get it more out there. So I'm asking you, please like my videos, and that way it'll go around the algorithm. It'll get my videos around and around and around and around. But if you don't like my videos, they just kind of sit there and they don't go anywhere. And I know I got some subscribers, but you guys aren't liking them. You're just watching it, and it just kind of sits there and it don't go anywhere. So I'm going to ask again and again and again and again, please like it. If you're watching it, just go over there and hit that like button, please. It doesn't take anything. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything. Just like my video. Please like it. And then my video will go through YouTube. More and more people will be able to like it. Then I'll get more subscribers. And, you know, I might actually get paid on a video or two. But because people don't like it and my video just kind of sits there, I'm having to go get a job. And so it makes it really hard on me. I'm not a YouTuber that gets paid any money. I have to go out of my way, and I'm actually going down. I'm not going up, because people watch my videos, but they don't like them. So when you don't like somebody's video, what it does is it makes them go down. And I'm getting subscribers, and subscribers are important, but they don't like them, so you go down. And when somebody doesn't like your video, you know what? Your video just kind of stays there, and it kind of goes stagnant, you know, and you're just kind of like right here. But if your subscribers keep hitting your videos every time they say, oh, there's Rexanna, past present herbs, and if they like it, your video will go around and around and around, and people will keep liking your video and liking your video and liking your video and liking your video. So you become more active. And then once it comes time for you to be monetized, they say, oh, she's really doing good. Then you might actually start getting 12 cents. I'm being serious. You might actually start getting 12 cents on your video. But then the next year, when it comes time for you to get monetized, you might actually get a little bit more money on your video. And I'm not the type of person, I just want to do a little bit, get a little bit. I'm not trying to get rock star status or anything like that. But it just does, it makes it easier on me to get on here and pay the bills. Not really even pay the bills. I wouldn't even be able to pay my electric bill. But I'm just saying, to buy toilet paper, anything. But you guys don't understand, really, unless you have a YouTube video, the length to get somebody to push the like button. That's really hard. And so anyway, I'm going to get off of that now. But I do ask you to do two things for me. If you're watching this video, please push the like button. And if you're watching this video to the very end and you like the content, please subscribe and push the notification bell, because anytime I come back on here, you're gonna get this. I'm giving free information now. I know this is just a garden tour, but I will put out more information in the next coming videos about tinctures, about blood pressure, about hormones, about all kinds of information. But you know what? If you don't push the like button, you're not going to find me. And if you don't push the notification bell, you're not going to find me. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to go back in the house. I'm going to finish planning my stuff. But guys, thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you'll have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.